Next week's horoscope, from November 19th to November 25th, from yahoo/life. Aries. You might find it easier than usual to dive into a work project with your eye on the prize when the week begins. Your commitment is steadfast, and you'll be willing to put your heart into the nitty-gritty details, as well as your nose to the grindstone to get it accomplished. Also, the stage is set for a creative collaboration with colleagues or friends. Later, the cosmos encourages you to take the initiative and pour your passion into personal goal reaching. Taurus. At the start of the week, the cosmos throws a wrench in an interaction with higher-ups or an ongoing project. Either way, you could be caught off guard. As a creature of habit, you might be aggravated by this out-of-the-blue surprise. Do your best to go with the flow and see how change might actually make you more productive and lead to recognition. Later, it's easier to express yourself in everyday matters and interactions, do your errands around town, and fire off emails galore without so many technical difficulties. Take in and sigh out a deep breath of relief. You'll feel more accomplished in no time. Gemini. You could be feeling driven to commit even further to your closest relationships and thinking about what needs to be done to elevate your connections when the week starts. Any emotional challenges that arise now could feel like nuisance, but being willing to step up and do the work necessary to strengthen your attachment can ultimately be deeply fulfilling. Later, the cosmos bolsters your confidence in social situations, as well as your appetite for getting out of your comfort zone. Sharing this desire with your significant other or a dear friend can make for a sweet, memorable occasion. Cancer. In the beginning of the week, the stage is set for you to put in the work to make your one-on-one relationships thrive. If you need to have a difficult conversation with a close friend, colleague, or significant other, the energy of this moment sets the tone to step up and do it to the best of your ability. Later, it's easier to share what's on your mind and articulate your personal goals. Having meditated on what you want to accomplish over the past few weeks, you could be in even better shape to lead the charge on long-term campaigns related to your work or make ambitious moves to make a long-held dream a reality. Leo. You'll do well to join forces with friends, colleagues, or your significant other to make strides on a group effort as the week starts out. You might be wearing your heart on your sleeve at the moment, but this sensitivity can also lend itself to being especially self-expressive and effective in sharing what's in your heart as well as the stage with others. Later, you have fertile ground on which to dream and meditate, gathering information that can inform your progress on personal goal hitting in the weeks and months ahead. Virgo. This week, there's joy in doing something new. There's a new moon in Scorpio on Monday, November 13th. Also, the Sun in Scorpio and your house of physical activities opposes Uranus in Taurus. Virgo, you might be doing something quite different today. You might have an opportunity to test drive a new car or ride a friend's new motorcycle. You might try a different food today, something so exotic you aren't even sure how to pronounce it. On Wednesday, November 15th, Venus in Libra and your house of money makes a quincunx to Jupiter in Taurus. Today, it would be easy to go overboard in the spending department. Everything looks shiny and beautiful, and you just have an itch to spend a little cash. Perhaps the prices are extraordinary right now, and of course the deal is only for a limited time. But you might want to think twice before you open your wallet today. Libra. You could tap into your imagination and spirituality for clues on how to bolster your work-life balance on a daily basis as the week begins. Your empathy and sensitivity are also bound to be firing on all cylinders, but it might also be tough to nail down how the people you encounter regularly are truly feeling. Hold off on taking action until you gain clarity. Later, you can look forward to clearing up any confusion you might have experienced with higher-ups or on major professional projects. Scorpio. You'll be craving light-hearted, joyful interactions with loved ones when the week begins. Allowing yourself to get swept up in the moment and connect on a more spiritual, magical level with others can be truly healing and fulfilling. Also, you'll do well to guard yourself against taking on other people's negative emotions as your own. Instead, staying centered regarding how you feel while showing compassion can preempt stress and burnout. Later, you'll be able to get back to the business of learning and expanding your horizons, perhaps signing up for an online class or making travel plans for the future. Sagittarius. You'll want to apply a burst of youthful, playful energy to your closest bonds in the beginning of the week. Taking the initiative comes naturally. Later, being able to connect on a deep, heartfelt level with your significant other or another loved one with whom you share an important connection can feel even easier than it has for the past few weeks. If you share joint assets, now can be a good time to go over any miscommunication or technical errors that transpired recently and ensure that you're on the same page. Capricorn. You might butt heads with loved ones or a significant other as the week starts. Confusion and other stressors feed into your short temper, making it tough for you to take a step back, take a deep breath, and then resume any conversation that ended up getting heated. But if you can make that happen, you could preempt impulsive words and actions. Later, you can clear up any confusion with your significant other or a close friend or colleague. Aquarius. At the start of the week, you could be caught off guard by a shifting tide with loved ones or your home environment. Finding that you have to contend with this out-of-the-blue situation is sure to get under your skin, but, if you can, try to do your best to embrace the bumpy road for what it is and what you might be able to learn from it. Later, you can breathe a sigh of relief as you get back into a fitness routine you had to pause or clear up misunderstandings with coworkers. Pisces. It wouldn't be surprising if you felt inspired and confident when it comes to pitching a creative project as the week begins. Lean into this artistic energy and you could come away from the moment feeling truly accomplished. Later, if you've had to deal with setbacks and delays related to dates and opportunities to express what's in your heart, you can now look forward to finding new ways to infuse everyday life with fun, joy, and pure magic.